Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Ron Denham, Dr. Ron Denham. I'm chair of the Water and Sanitation Rotarian Action Group, a group of roughly 1,800 Rotarians around the world who are dedicated to water and sanitation to help Rotary clubs particularly implement water and sanitation projects so they can improve the quality of life of the people in their local communities. Our emphasis is naturally on the developing world, particularly Africa, but also Asia, South Asia, and Latin America too.
And what's the reason of your visit to UNESCO-IHE today?
Yes, the genesis of this meeting was a dinner some 2 months ago in Paris where I met Dr. WasRAG, and we talked about our respective areas, and I outlined to him the need for professional input to some of the needs assessments that Rotarians are doing. Because Rotarians are great people, good business people, lawyers, teachers and educators, not necessarily experts in water and sanitation. So when doing a needs assessment and designing a project, it's good to have professional input. And it occurred to me, once Andras had described the alumni organization, that right there, these alumni were just a gold mine of technology which we should explore, tapping into. And we recognize that many of the graduates are at a higher level of technology and wouldn't be interested, but maybe there are a number who would like to put something back into their community and work with a Rotary team on designing a project. That's the background.
Well, we're also very excited about the new strategic partnership with Rotary
for the scholarships.
Also,
yes.
For the scholarship program. Is WasRAG in any way involved also in some of those activities?
Not directly, no. But we did talk this morning about the possibility of some of the water projects, let's say typically in places such as Brazil, where there is a strong Rotary to water projects, identifying potential candidates for the Rotary Scholarship Program. Yes, because we've had a great ambassadorial program in Rotary, but those are for students who just finished their graduate degree and want to go on for a PhD or a master's. So we then obviously promote that at the university level. But we're now in water dealing with mid-career people who've been out of university for maybe 8, 9 or 10 years. Accessing those people is going to be a very, very different challenge, and this is where the local Rotary Club, particularly those involved in water and sanitation, might have some good ideas or be able to come up with suggestions.
Right. Also because you were mentioning how these projects are more sustainable than any other projects.
Yes. Yep, that's right. They have to be. Again, because they're deeply embedded in the community, community-driven. Yeah.
Okay, and finally, I'd like to know a little bit more about maybe your vision on how communications can be more important or playing a more important role in this whole process.
Yes, we discussed that yesterday, as a matter of fact, and we in WasRAG issue a newsletter every month. It describes significant events. It also lists projects. So we're going to send a copy to IHE here, and Dr. WasRAG said that you also send out a newsletter twice a year, but the idea is you would take materials from our newsletter, include it in his newsletter, or even forward our newsletter occasionally directly to your alumni, especially if we devote an issue to project in the developing world. And I'm going to take that back to my assistant and my editor and say, look, let's put a special edition together, so which then IHE could distribute electronically to the alumni. Okay. So we can work together.
Thanks so much.
Okay.